Hey everybody, I'm Andy the Kenworth Guy. Thanks so much for coming by the channel today. It's another beautiful day here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada at Inland Truck and Equipment. Today I'm going to be doing a review on a truck I sold to my buddy Kevin over at Centennial Farm Supply, one of the Petro-Canada dealers up this way, and it is a beautiful W990 highway tractor. I did a W900 for him a few years ago, and this is our creation, so let's see what we put together. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Love that word. Anyhow, okay. This truck here, it's a 2025 W990. There is some custom work done on it after the fact. Shout out to my friends over at Shift Products, and also had the guys at Eastside Heavy Truck Collision do some paint work on the fuel tank. So thank you to Mario over there. Nicely done. So looking up front here, we have that Texas bumper and the grill. This is all stock standard W990 configuration. So basically this is what you get with that grill surround, the extra ribs, or the ribs in the grill. That's standard. We have the bug screen in behind, and then the winter front actually clips onto the wire mesh there. We got the standard headlights in there. This truck is sitting on a 244-inch wheelbase, 13,200 pound front axle. It's a wide track front axle, so you get a little bit better turning radius and a little wider stance on the front end with a 13.2 rating. Sitting on spring ride. Down the side here, we did the factory painted fenders. So this is legendary red with mountain ledge cream or white, depending on what you want to call it. Now this panel rating here was changed out after the fact, so this is a prototype part from Shift Products. If you are interested, check out Shift Products online. I'll put their link up in the screen, and then you can see that. Now there is a light incorporated into that as well. So I forget exactly, oh yeah, it's right there. So there's a light that kind of runs down there. So that would light up kind of right in there. You can see that. And they also installed a light bracket underneath here. So I don't know if this shows or not, but there's a light bracket underneath that fender. So they have a bracket there, and then that panel is changed out. So a little bit extra light on this this truck. You don't really see the one under the fender, but that little closure panel, so that is that's done. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you think of that. I'm sure Shift would like to also see what your feedback is on that. Now the factory panel right underneath the door here is normally painted with the block heater incorporated into that. Oh, that's that is from the floor mats. Anyhow, so that stainless piece there is added on. So that was a prototype piece as well. So cab and sleeper skirts. I really love how these sleeper skirts wrap and follow the lines around. I'll show you that a little bit closer here in a minute. And these have lights underneath as well. So there's 3 lights underneath here and then a few underneath that side too. So we got the polished battery box, painted def tank, painted fuel tank. Again, thanks to Eastside for getting that all done. Just looks fantastic. And here's what I'm talking about. I love how these follow all the lines and wraps all the way around the back. Just looks super sharp. So one way to dress up your W990 with the 52-inch flat roof cab is some of these here. So this was the first time that this has ever been done on this particular model. So excited to put more of this out. We have the windows on the bunk, nothing on the back wall as far as windows, but we do have the work lights up there, your hose antenna pogo stick. We have this grab handle right here. Now down below here, this is for your PTO or the PTO and product pump, because there is a product pump on here. Oh, here's the helicopter going. I'm just so easily distracted. I wonder what that is, where it's going, what it's doing. I think that's the police chopper actually, if I'm not mistaken by the look of it. But anyhow, back of the truck. So we have the factory installed, Hodge built, deep drop quarter fenders. So those look really sharp, like how those turned out, with the updated Kenworth logo in here as well too. So it's got the Kenworth circle in there. As far as the rims, we got Durabrights all the way around. So these are the aluminum Alcoa Durabright rims. Kenworth AG 400 suspension, the 8-bag. And then on the back end here, we have the new line taillight assembly. So for the mud flap hangers, they got the turn signals and brake lights incorporated along with the tail bar back there. So this is the Dana Spicer Super 40 rear end, so D40-172P with an oil pump, full locking diff, and 391 gears. This truck is sitting on disc brakes all the way around, so I'm sure you'll be happy to see that. And then here is the big tank, so the big fuel tank on this side with the paint on there. And just look at that metal flake with the legendary paint color. So I really like how these lined up here at the back. Looks really, really good for the first go around. And then they even cut in the elbow there to kind of accommodate the exhaust, which is now routed beside or behind the battery box, similar to the old W9A models. So the bunk has the windows up in this side as well. And then I always like to put on the exterior grab handle on the exhaust, just so you have that extra handle to hang on to. So we got the chrome mirrors. Let me open up the hood and show you a little bit about that. Okay, it's a little windy today, so I'm thankful that our trucks come standard with the safety latch. On the new style cabs, they automatically engage. So underneath here is a 565 Cummins. It is 1850 torque rating on it, and you can see that nice badge there. We have the PACCAR fuel water separator, and we have the over here your power steering reservoir with filter. There's a taper leaf spring I was talking about, and then disc brakes as well, as I was talking about. All the electrical air lines, terminate at the firewall, and it's electrical all inside the cab, with the exception of the splitter, the range selector, and your brakes for the parking on the truck and trailer. What else can I show you here? Oh yeah, fuses, relays are mounted up here, and then there's a hydraulic reservoir for the air assist hydraulic clutch for the manual transmission on this truck. So the hot side, we got your turbo accessories up front here. There's a safety latch to prevent it from blowing down on me. And then underneath the hood here, you can see up top there, we have the pre-filters. So those are easy to clean. I would suggest cleaning them once a year. You just unbolt it and kind of bang it out, and it cleans it out. Put your finger into that little rubber nub and clean it out as well. That'll do a nice job. Same idea with the HVAC here. You have this little nub here, put your finger in there and just clean out all the dust or ice, depending on what time of year it is. Changing your filters for the HVAC system is easy. So you just flip that over like so, and then you got your primary and secondary air filter for the HVAC. So let's close up the hood and I'll show you around the inside of this truck, and that's what we'll do. So let's do that. Okay, so as we walk inside here, I'll show you a little bit more about this shift panel that was installed. So you can see here it kind of bolts to the cab where the factory mount was, so it just kind of takes its place, and I think it turned out really nice. Looks really good. And again, I just love how I like that shorter one. Now we didn't do a shorter one on this side here just because the lines didn't line up. If you actually, sorry, I know I said we go inside, but I just want to show you this here. So the idea was to line up this one here with this one here. So that's what was our goal. And keep in mind at how the size of this here and how much space you have between there, it's actually different on this side. On this side here, this piece here actually goes up, and so we shrunk this side down and it goes across, and then it just kind of nicely tucks in under there. So this side, in my opinion, it's a nicer fit and finish. Just looks really nice and even all the way along. But you know, with prototypes, this is a learning process. But I think it turned out really sharp. Oh, heartburn. It's terrible. I hate it. Okay, so as we come into this truck here, we have you're greeted with this nice Kenworth bug. The bar logo looks really sharp. Love it. And then we have the W990 floor mats. And then here is the Shift Products floor mats as well for the W990. So those are carpet, so that's a really nice touch on there too. Madrona on the doors in the Diamond VIT with the orange kind of accents. I really love how that complements with the tan exterior. And we got this beautiful wood grain on the door. Here is the seats as well. So on the seats we have the heat and cooling with the Diamond VIT, and it's matching the Madrona on the doors, so that looks really good. Now I ordered it with the chrome shifter, so this can either be painted black standard or chrome, so we opted for the chrome on that. And then as far as the smart wheel goes, we have that Madrona stitching on the steering wheel. And over here we have your backup and work lights. I believe one of them is just a spare coiled up behind the cab. And then we have your brightness adjustment, your interior lights, and then that's your pre-trip switch right there. On the door, we have your door locks, your window lifts, your mirror controls, and then your heat control for the mirror as well. I did a full gauge package all the way through, so 12 gauges from the factory. So you can order 12 on a 2.1 meter cab or 10 on the W900 cab as optional. As far as switches, we pretty much did the full count that we could. We have 5 spare switches, engine, fan, traction control. There's your trailer brake, or your spike if you will. That is your DPF regen, air suspension dump, full locking diffs as I mentioned before, and then there is your fifth wheel slide. Now we did do a factory installed PTO switch, so something different on this one. I'll show you guys, because I was getting a little nervous there. I'm like, where did I put the PTO switch? So this one here has the PTO. Oh yeah, there's all the paneling inside there. So the PTO switch is, oh, they put it on the other side? I thought it was on this side. Where did I put it? Where in tarnations did I put it? I forget. Let's go on a hunting trip here and find out. Okay, right. So here is the PTO switch. So that is a factory PTO switch that we had installed down here. So you just flip that up, then you have access to it. So nice thing is having it on this side. It's accessible where all of your pump equipment is, right there for fueling on and off. So it's all about building the truck, making things convenient and easy. So if you can save 2, 3, 5, 15, 20 minutes every time you unload, that multiplies and starts putting more dineros in your pocket. So back inside here, I mentioned that these are the high-level seats. So these are the GT703 seats. So we got the 3 lumbar supports there, and then you can see down there, there's the air conditioning and heat control. Now we got this little nub on the side here. So that's a factory installed ram ball mount. So when you're putting on your metering or you're putting on your E-log, we can actually provide you with a mount with a pass-through and a grommet on there for in behind the dash. So it just gives you a little bit more factory support on heavy-duty componentry with proper backing, as opposed to just screwing it into the plastic and then it breaks off eventually. So factory options, those are things that we can do. What else can I show you here? So with this cab, it is a lower roof, so a little less room above my head, but still quite a bit of room. I have great visibility. I drove this truck in the back here, so this is kind of where I had it set, and I got a good 8-9 inches over my head. Looking down that hood, she's a big one, but you gotta love it. There's a CB radio. That's how it's done on the 990 model, so it's kind of suspended from the headliner, and then we have storage on both sides up there. I didn't opt for the swivel seat on this particular model, just not really useful. The bunk isn't really used all that much, but occasionally, maybe one night a week. Now this is the 52-inch sleeper. I don't really want to take my shoes off or crawl too far back there, so I'll just move some stuff out of the road here. But we do have a little storage pocket there. Stitching on the back wall. We got your factory speakers, and then down on the corner here, this is where all of the controls for the back sleeper area are. So we got heat and air conditioning, door locks, night light, and so on and so forth. This also, the mattress lifts up, so you can have access to all of the storage underneath the bunk there without having to open up the jockey doors. So there you have it. There it is. Did you guys see that bubble? That's crazy. I just was talking and a bubble came out of my mouth. That was really, really strange. All right, so that's it for this week's video. Thanks so much for watching. Again, Kevin, thank you so much for purchasing this truck. I know it's been a long wait for it and a long process getting everything ready and rigged up, but just love the finished product. Thanks for putting your trust in me, and thanks for the friendship over the years. So, hey, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe, follow this channel, check me out online as well. You can go up here to thekenworthguy.com, see all my social media platforms I'm on, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, etc., etc. You can follow me there if you'd like. So that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have yourself the world's best day.